Hello everyone, Dub of Dub Loves Jewelry. Thank you for coming back to my channel. I am showing off a challenge piece that I've been working on for Crimped, a jewelry series. That's a collaboration I do with Brittany Chavers of Turquoise Street. And she and I challenge each other each month. And this month we wanted to repurpose some jewelry and see what we could do to come up with something new and loved out of something that maybe might have been given away. So I found a pendant on some chain that was kind of sad looking, and the pendant had some tarnish. So I grabbed some Tester's enamel paint, and this paint is used by model workers, and it's great for all kinds of hobbyists. And there was a little bit of an issue with the back of that stone piece. It's not technically stone. I think it's a piece of glass. And it was scratched in the back, so it was showing through in the front through the beautiful piece there. So I used the paint to paint the back of it, and then I decided to paint the entire back of the pendant because there was some tarnish around the back and the top edges and loops. Then, because I couldn't stop, I kept going and I cleaned up all the edges of the pendant. I used a beading awl to hold down the pendant while I painted. And then covering up that paint, I let that dry. And then I flipped it over and decided because, ooh, that looks so much better with that painted. Oh my gosh. Because it still had some tarnish up top, I thought I would do the edging around the front of the piece, leaving the metal finish the same in sort of the middle section. So I painted up those loops up top, and then I went around the edges. And I just felt like I wanted to keep going. The silver is such a pretty color. And I just kind of went around the edge and gave it a little bit of new life and a little bit of brightness with that silver. And I let that dry. And I found some really cool beads at Michael's. There's some gemstones. And I decided that's what I was going to pair. And then I wanted to go a little bit further with the pendant. So I painted sort of that first layer around the pendant. And I think it actually looks really cool. You've got a few different layers of metallic here. And I think it came out really great. So that kind of jazzed up this pendant. And then the semi-precious stone beads look really great with the pendant. They're almost a perfect match. Then I grabbed a couple of sizes of daisy spacers, a couple sizes of seed beads, and decided to string up a piece on some 19-strand beadle-on beading wire. And I just kind of went through and layered up my daisy spacers, layered up my seed beads, and used the large and small stone beads to make this fun pendant or make this fun necklace. And I decided to string the pendant on, adding some jump rings, some oval shaped jump rings, and then string on beads in between the jump rings. And I really like the way that looks. That's one of my favorite things to do, is add beads in between pendant attachments. I think it just looks really fun and interesting. Added a clasp, and that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.